Session 7. Let's get some speed physics done. Recall the efficiency equation. Efficiency equals useful energy out divided by total energy in. A light bulb uses 300 joules of electrical energy. If 50 joules of light energy is given off, how efficient is the bulb? Well, it's 0.16666 recurring. So I guess technically that's 0.17, which will be 17%. What does renewable mean? Don't say you can't renew it. They don't give you marks for that. It means it can't be replaced. Right, here's some methods of energy sources. Little description. Fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas. Advantage, you get lots of energy. Very concentrated source. Disadvantage, air pollution. So I'm talking about the greenhouse effect caused by carbon dioxide. Nuclear fuel. So nuclear fusion, we can't do that, but nuclear fission we can, which is splitting the nucleus in order to obtain energy. Don't say splitting the atom. Advantage, lots of energy. It's a concentrated energy source. No CO2 given off. So that causes the greenhouse effect, which is global warming. Disadvantage, risk of an explosion. It's not likely to happen, but you'll still get a mark for it in an exam, because it could happen. Solar is converting the sun's energy into electrical energy. Advantage, it's free once you've paid for the solar panels. Disadvantage, only works in sunny countries, doesn't work at night. Wind. Wind turbines harnessing the energy from the wind. No CO2 given off. Disadvantage, no power if it's not windy. Biomass, that is energy made from animal waste or plant material. Advantage, it's carbon neutral, so it only releases the same amount of carbon dioxide when you burn it that it took in during its life. Disadvantage, instead of growing crops for people to eat, they grow crops to power biomass power stations. Geothermal, that is harnessing the heat from inside the earth in the hot rocks, using the hot rocks to turn water into steam. To power turbines. Advantage, no CO2, which causes global warming. Disadvantage, it only occurs in certain places on the earth where the tectonic plates meet usually. Hydroelectric, that is harnessing the power of falling water. Advantage, no CO2. That is assuming you haven't built a massive dam made of concrete, because that does give off CO2. Disadvantage, releases CO2 when the dam is being built. And it also floods land areas, which can kill local wildlife. Tidal, or wave, that's harnessing the energy in water. Advantage, no CO2. So that's carbon dioxide that causes global warming. Disadvantages, well, for the waves, it's difficult to maintain and service. If it breaks down, it might be in the middle of the sea. If it's tidal, instead of the tides going out at the beach, which allows the wading birds to have its pick of the mussels and the crabs, the tides may never go out, which won't expose the seashore for the birds to eat the little creatures. The student uses a solar-powered battery charger to charge some batteries. The diagram shows how much energy is usefully transferred by the battery charger. Calculate the amount of wasted energy. So 400 joules went in, 50 joules is coming out useful, so that must mean that this is 350 joules here, because what comes out must go in. And that's the law of conservation of energy. Calculate the efficiency of the battery charger. So the efficiency equals the useful energy out, which was 50, divided by the total energy you put in, which was 400, which is 0.125. And you can just leave it like that, or you could multiply it by 100 if you want, and it'll tell it as 12.5%. There are several large-scale energy resources which are suitable alternatives to fossil fuels in some situations. Two of these alternatives are hydroelectric power, HEP, and solar power. Compare hydroelectric power with solar power as energy resources for the large-scale generation of electricity. Alright, compare them, So they are both renewable, which means they'll never run out. If you use them, it would mean you could save fossil fuels. Hydroelectric power can only be used where there's water high up in the mountains. Basically, there's your little mountain, there's your water. You basically run the water down through a pipe. Inside the pipe you have a little turbine. When the water runs down, the turbine turns a generator, and the generator generates electricity. So if there's no water high up, you're not going to get electricity. Solar power only works in hot countries. Spain, Africa, ideal. England, not so much. Hydroelectric power can flood land areas and damage them. So it takes up land. Solar power, not very concentrated, especially compared to fossil fuels. Both cause no pollution in terms of CO2. So there's no greenhouse effect. And that'll get you the 6 marks. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Want to see more videos like this? Subscribe to my channel, GCSE Physics Explained. Thanks very much, and bye for now. Work hard and be nice.